We'll have a throw at the plate.
They steal home.
It is safe.
He's not stopping.
Stand-up triple.
What a
And he
throw.
got him.
Woo! All the way to the wall, and that's going to clear the bases. Oh my goodness.
Great play on the outfield as he dives for it.
Rips it down the line. Fair ball, and he might run forever.
This is at the plate. No, he got him.
And that one is deep, and it is gone.
Welcome here to City Series Baseball Championship game here on APS-IS. I am Dave Shick, and we are recording here from Canal Park here in downtown Akron as the top two teams in the City Series face off with the first pitch for a ball as the Ellet Orangemen, who have played undefeated in the season so far, come into the championship game. Heavy favorites with a senior-laden roster ready to come out here against, guess who? The Firestone Falcons as they come out. Lost both of them to Firestone earlier in the season, but they started off with 2 balls as Malcolm Buford is up to bat, and there's his first strike. Really going to be a pitching matchup. We'll get into all the details as we get further into tonight's game. A beautiful game here at Canal Park. Goes in and gets the play for the first out, 4-3 on a little dribbler out to the left side. Next up is going to be Nick Cribbett. So they go left, right. For Ellet, Cameron Allen on the mound. Both aces going on that one. It's fouled back towards our cameras here.
Man, please return all foul balls to either dugout. Please return all foul balls to either dugout. Thank you.
Two strikes now. That one outside for another ball. And 1-2 the count. And that one, looking at it, gets his first K in the ball game and gets the third one up in the order, which is going to be John Grass.
John Grass.
John outside for strike one. Delivers that one, almost the same spot, but he swung on that one, checked it, but not able to get it back in time. That one swung through again, and that'll be it for the inning. 1-2-3 for the Ellet Orangemen. We go into the bottom of the first, 0-0. All right, back for the bottom of the first, and our leadoff hitter is Trevor Ingham. We'll get some of our coach interviews in the second, as well as our awards in the third inning, as we are at the conclusion of the season. So first team, MVP, coach of the year, and you're looking at a lot of the participants on those that are on both of these teams. First one with the ball, this one with a pop, going out, has to look in the sun, tracks it down, but can't hold on, gets a base hit. He's going to second. Is he there in time? He is. Turns it into a double. So an E9 really had to turn to get into the sun and kind of lost it in there. Had it in his glove, but not able to snatch it. And this is one of those teams,
Number 13.
especially when you get to these two in the City Series, that they can hit the ball and you're going to have to play good defense. So right there, off the first crack of the bat, a mistake that gets a runner in scoring position. Now Dwayne Brown up. So saw a ball the first one. And a little movement as you saw above at the top of your screen, trying to bring that runner back, makes it 1-1. Taking a bit of a lead, looks at it, and will deliver. Right side. Oh, and he brought the second baseman over on that fake. Goes in trying to score. He will have time. So just like that, a run scoring single for an RBI. So 1 run scores here in the top of the first, 1-0 off the error. And he's got a base hit. That one goes for a strike. And that was Simon Hostler that kind of came over, wanted to kind of fake come into the bag and then kind of hit that gap. Still would have been a tough play if he was there. Now he checks the runner who's safe. Would have been a tough play either way. Ball was hit well, but he was kind of over trying to bring the runner back, comes back to his position and not able to snatch that one to get a base hit. Now up is going to be TJ Brown. This one pops it up just over the infield. Two are called center field or calls it. You could hear it even from up here. And that'll be the first out. So an F8 for him. So still one at first. That'll bring up the 4 spot, Levi Lehman. Back again to the bag, he checks. That one outside wasn't. Nice job keeping it in front of him though. A great grab by Brendan Hostler. Runner decides to go, pitches high and away from the bag. He'll get a stolen base. Tough one there, low pitch, snagged it, and then put it a little high to the left away from where the runner was. That one will be a ball. This one delivers low for a strike. Now it's 2-2. Same one, kind of popped it up over that same spot. Fielder calls it, tags, nowhere to go. Great catch there. That one a little easier coming to his right. So back-to-back outs, and that'll bring up Chase Meering here in the 5th spot, the center fielder. So you know if he's going to get anything on there, he's got the wheels to get moving. That one for a strike to start. Oof, he's got 2 on him. That one was close, even from my view up here. We are up at press box level here at Canal Park. That one coming right at the net. A lot of parents here to celebrate. Really 2 teams that have got a good amount of seniors. From my count, 11 seniors on the Ellet side. For what has been probably one of the best as he gets him swinging on that one for his first strikeout. And that'll end the inning. Down 1-0 here. We'll go to the top of the second. All right, top of the second. Falcons got some work to do. Find themselves down 1-0 off the error in the first. Got to get the bats warmed up here. As we talk about always, this is CJ Heller, batting .350 on the year. This park, much different from the other areas where they play. Firestone probably the closest in parameters, but the backdrop behind there, if a ball does get away, there is a lot of space in the behind and sides of this field compared to others. He's got 2 balls, 1 strike so far. And you can't say too much, the outfield obviously being longer. A dribbler that could usually hit maybe the fence just past where the players are when we tilt up. This one is going to go another about 20 yards or so you're going to have to chase down. That one way outside. Loads this count up to start. That one inside and a little too excited, almost threw the bat right at his teammate. So he starts off with a walk. So a much different inning than we saw the first one where he was kind of in and through 1, 2, 3.
Number 17, Zach Gosling.
So second inning, he starts with someone on base. Zach Gosling now up. That one he swung hard on but couldn't catch anything. Cameron Allen is a very good pitcher for Ellet and has been able to have really a stellar senior year. And he is focused now after giving up the walk. 2 strikes, no balls. And you can see a little bit of the velocity as that one had some heat right down the middle. Goes back to the bag late. That one tipped and caught for his first strikeout. I'm sorry, his third strikeout.
Number 23, Brennan Hostler.
It's so interesting, you know, with the broadcast here with our microphone set up, you can hear a little bit of the chatter from their team. Oh, that ball gets away. So the third time going to first base and puts a little too much going over there. Advances the runner. And that's going to be an E3 on that advancement. So now both teams with an error. Now, certainly, I think Firestone would love to get in the same situation where they get a run out of it. They have someone in scoring position. Shows bunt, but makes contact. Sorry, up now is Brendan Hostler. Batting just under 200 on the year. Looking for a base hit here. That one outside. No. Said it was tipped and caught again.
Number 1, Simon Hostler.
Second out of the inning, that'll bring up Simon Hostler. That one a little bit offset from our angle up here. Looked outside, but may have chased it a little bit. So 1-1, 2 outs. Now that base hit so crucial. Reach for that one. Looked like it came up and hit him in the mask. Lehman seems okay. So come out and talk to the pitcher. Not really sure what about. Seemed like a pretty routine play. The other difference certainly in these championship games is a little more of the officiating staff. You have 4 out there. Most games with 2. 1 and 2, 2 outs. Allen knows how important this is going to be. Take his mistake and erase it if he can get him out. Runner goes, has time, but is caught up quickly with great arm of Lehman. Gets the 3rd out on him running and not able to capitalize at all with that runner on there. Leaves it 1-0 going into the bottom of the 2nd. So a little bit of breathing room as they were able to get out of the last inning without any runs off the air. Now back up to bat, hoping to add to it. Up to bat first is Cameron Allen, who was just on the mound and now in the batter's box. So his error left one on there, and he's going to reach for that one. Sends it over. I thought it was in the gap. Great play by Bufford to make the grab. Really tracked it down very well for the 1st out. And I thought a great stretch to put it into play, but a little too much under it. And Buford able to put on the wheels and get over there. Josh Falconer now up. Lefty up here, a little different. Swings on that one, little chip shot. He's got to come over. He almost outran it, and he did. Ran too hard, and he'll get to 2nd. So a 2nd error on Zach Goslin. Gets him on the board.
Number 11, Justin Williams.
Well, this has been a tough one, really. I mean, really only 1 hit in the game, but 3 errors. That'll bring up Justin Williams, as he gets his 1st strike. Canal Park, one of the ones with the longer extended fencing that if you've been around long enough, you know it didn't extend as far as it does now, all the way down to the curved seats along the whole baseline as he's out.
Number 3, Adam Zupancic.
Gets his 2nd strikeout. Adam Zupantic first starts off with a strike. And that kind of goes into, people not always paying attention the whole time to the action on the field. Want that protected for any of those foul balls. And we had one just last time with Justin Williams sending one strong behind him on the foul ball. Even with a lighter crowd here than what you may see on a traditional Rubber Ducks night. People come to see the ball players on the field. They don't expect them to be in the stands. That one ripped to the left side and foul. You can hear a little bit of the wind through our microphone there as it picks up coming out of left field. So right where Zupanik hit last time is where the wind's coming from. Center fielder playing a little left against him. That wind may push it right. That one gets away from him. And again, that long run to go get it allows the runner to move to third base. I think that's just going to go as a wild pitch, not a second error. But now run scorer much closer, 2 outs, needs to get out of this inning. And it'll be a base hit into right field, brings him in on the single, a little looper. And second hit in the ball game brings in the second run. That'll bring up the top of the order with Trevor Ingham coming up. Strike there. I think a lot of these parents agree, probably one of the best baseball seasons in a long time. Really outside of a week or so. Had pretty good weather. Got a little wet there, but the temperature stayed up. Another looper into center, so back-to-back hits. Two hits in the inning. Dwayne Brown now up. Last time he got the first hit in the first inning to bring home the run. Now he's got 2 on. That one fouled off. I think my angle is just a little bit too far to the left because that looked outside too, and that was called strike again. So I just got to get used to it. I am a bit over the left shoulder. That one popped up high and foul. Kind of off the dirt, I would say. Not a pop up, but came off the turf. Two strikes, no balls, 2 outs. Ramey needs to get out of this inning. That one outside. Good time to use a ball for sure to see if he'll chase something. That one again, great stop by the catcher, but runners still move. Kind of just got caught underneath his knee, I guess. Would be the best way to describe it. That one like a half swing to first for the out, and they get out of here. Almost like a check swing that didn't go to the check. Gets him out of the inning though, leaves 2 on, and makes this one still a 2-0 ball game going into the top of the 3rd. All right, so I had a little chance to talk with John Sarver a little bit before the game, and I didn't have too much time with all the other things going on because he had a lot of responsibilities before the game, but he did tell us a little bit about his starting pitcher, Cameron Allen.
Okay, go ahead. Coach, tell me a little bit about your starting pitcher, what he brings to the mound today. Well, Cameron Allen is well known from most people in the area, throws a good hard fastball. He's improved on his curveball and changeup, and been very consistent at times. So hope for a good outing for him.
What's one thing you'd want to tell this senior laden team about today's game?
Hey, play with experience, play with the great attitude that they keep having.
Yeah, I had to kind of cut it off short, I know. Usually he's one of the best interviews that you can have out there. And we'll get into it. Had some awards that we'll get into next year. Certainly John also won the Manager of the Year award, so we'll kind of go into that. Because I did ask him that question, but did not record it. I said, what is another Manager of the Year award? What does it mean to you? And he said, well, it's an award that I get, but it's really for the team award. He goes, he goes, I have a lot of them. They never mean as much as the relationships with all the players. That's what means the most to him. He goes, yeah, I'm the one that has to go up there and accept the Manager of the Year award, but he goes, it's a team award for all these guys, and he goes, I just cherish the relationships that he's had with them. A lot of them for multiple years, most of their high school career. They've been a baseball player and they've been playing with him, so just close relationships that he has with his players as that one starts again with another strike. Up to bat is going to be Simon again. Was up, got a little batting practice in the last inning, but now stays up because it was a runner that got the last one out. So he is up again, but he starts this one down 0-2. And a very focused Cameron Allen again, now 1-2. Yeah, you look at it already. 3 errors, 3 hits, but all the hits coming on the Ellet side. And that one he strikes out. 5th strikeout for Allen already in this early game, top of the 3rd. Bucky Abdul Mojib up. And he starts with a strike as well. I mean, if you think about it, the issue is we're in the 3rd inning and we're just getting through the bottom of the order. Because we haven't had just kind of what we saw in the last inning, kind of back-to-back hits, you know, a walk or an error to get on base. Kind of put some pressure on him. One error he made, he came back and just started throwing lights out. 2 strikes now. 1 ball. Now evens it up. Gets his 6th strikeout, and it's 1-2 so far in the inning. Now bottom of the order. It's going to be our
Number 8, Luke Ramey.
Yeah, their right fielder, Luke Ramey. So Ramey on the season batting .370. Would love to get a hit to get back to the top of the order. But finds himself down, or I'm sorry, tied up 1-1 on his count. Swing on that one a little late. 1-2. Allen going a couple different speeds here. That one a little slower on the outside. The one prior, blast right down the middle for a strike ball. 2-2 now. Allen delivers heat outside and loads up the count. Ramey trying to stay patient. Can't catch up to it. Another strikeout ends the inning. 1-2-3 with 7 strikeouts and 1 walk here so far. 2-0 lead. Ellet Orangemen over Firestone here going to the bottom of the 3rd. All right, same thing. We did have a chance to talk with Jeff Sloan before the game. Had a little more time as the festivities hadn't started prior to the game. So here is him about his pitching and team and this matchup.
Coach, tell me a little bit of what you see out of your starting pitching and what we could expect in tonight's game.
Well, Lucas Cody's our #1 pitcher, and we're expecting some strikes. Okay, he likes to nibble a little bit, but we're hoping for strikes. Let him go the whole game. So, but he's a quality pitcher. In fact, he's an all-city player, so first team.
Now you've seen this team from the beginning of the season to now. What would you say is kind of their theme, their signature that you would say?
They throw the ball hard, and we got to catch up to it. We can't just look at pitches, and because they have a very good pitcher, and they have a senior-laden team, and they hit the ball. So we have to do those. We have to hope they hit the ball at us, and we make the plays. Because there's no doubt. I mean, they're a quality team, and obviously they finished first for a reason, and we finished second.
What would you say you've learned from the couple times you played Ellet so far, and certainly in the past? But what have you learned from their team this season that you take into this championship game?
Well, #1, really the one and only thing is we have got to swing at pitches early.
First, a junior.
Allen is going to throw strikes, and when there's 2 strikes, he's going to throw a curveball. So we got to get that early, very early.
A senior.
All right.
Thank you.
So nice to hear a little bit from him, kind of what their mindset is. These are teams. This is the 3rd time they've played them, and certainly most important here. But Ellet's got so many seniors, ones that can't even come out and be on the field. That one was a base hit. It went into the corner. He's going to turn it into 2. All right, so that was TJ Brown, hit right on the inside of the base for a double, and starts them off with a man on. Wait a minute. No. So, yeah. So home umpire. I was writing stuff down, Peter. It doesn't count. So an out. Controversial play. One on 3rd said a hit. One at home said, I don't think so. And then looked at it and wasn't able to hit anything. I mean, it's hard to come back from that. Thought you had a good hit, now you got to come all the way back. Gets you out of your mindset. First out, Levi Lehman now up. They've got to run each inning. Now the second time they'll see the heart of the order. That one hit hard right at him. Collects it, hits it, second out. Into the 6-3. Chase Meering now up. Struck out last time.
Number 21, Chase Meering.
Starts with a strike. little dribbler to third, but he loses it and then slips on the turf himself. And they're a check to see him. I'm going to go E5. I think he would have got him. Yeah, E5 to get on base. Had it, almost kind of got caught with his glove still in the turf because it kind of slipped out, or maybe he's starting to transfer it to throw. And then in that misbalance, also got his feet kind of caught. And I would say the dirt here is, because of the level that we're at, it doesn't have quite as much grip as what they may have at other high school games, where their cleats can kind of dig in a little more.
Number 6, Cameron Allen.
So you have a little more of the roll of kind of the gravel type material, where you're not able to quite dig in and turn something like that, where maybe he had got that at another field, the cleats would catch and he would still be able to throw it. He's got one on now. That'll bring up Cameron Allen. Tries to go to first, safe. He's got 3 strikeouts. With 3-7 against his counterpart here. That one bounced in. Runner goes. Has a chance. Got him. A great throw by Hostler. Kind of bounced it to him oddly, but gave him kind of a better play to make the throw, and able to get the out as he comes across. So that's the 3rd out. Okay. So wanted to give you guys an update as we go into the top of the 4th, as we kind of go over the all-city first team, because certainly Coach Sloan talked about it a little bit. Looking at these 2 teams, you're going to have a lot of names that we've already mentioned so far. So Levi Lehman is on the first team. Cameron Allen, first team as well. TJ Brown and Chase Meering, all from Ellet, on this first team. On the other side for Firestone, John Grass, Nick Cribbett, and CJ Heller, all on the first team as well. And then you have a couple from the other schools, Dimitron Duval from Buchtel, and Justin Cox from East, and then Lennox Roberts from Garfield. That is your first team All-City Series baseball team. So a great stellar one there, and you see so many of them in this game, as it's senior, 4 seniors from Ellet, and then 1 senior, 2 juniors for Firestone. So, you know, as this rivalry always continues in the baseball realm, you know, Firestone's now got 2 juniors that are on there that'll come back next year and continue it, as they'll play well. Looking at our player of the year is going to be Levi Lehman of Ellet. The catcher is there, and certainly the player of the year was given his award before the game. And then, as we talked about a little bit, Coach of the Year, John Starver, you know, has an award, and his team kind of joked with him a little bit that he's got a bunch of them from all of his time at being here at Ellet. But, you know, he is what you define as that team leader. You know, always puts it back to the team and all the things that they've done to develop. Gets a little dribbler, comes off the mound, but can't get it over there. Lost his hat as well. Kind of grabbed it, but didn't keep his eyes on it the whole time, and gets him to get on base. So Malcolm Bufford on base with another. Well, they're not marking it, but I'm going to say it's an E1. He could have got it. So another error.
Number 3, Nick Cribbett.
A lot of errors, probably more than we've seen in the past. Checks him in. He is safe. Nick Cribbett is now up. Struck out last time looking. Yeah, just kind of came over, and I think was thinking of the throw before having the ball in hand, dropped it, and then it was too late. It would have had some heat on it to get it over there in time anyway. So 0-2 off a little show of the bunt, but off the top of the bat. Makes it 0-2 the count. Cribbett batted .256 on the season. Checks in again. Was a lot closer this time. Fakes the bunt again. A little late to come back that time. Had to kind of put another gear on there to get back because pitch was outside for a ball. But Zupancic there as he tags again. Seems like he's more worried about this runner than he's been in the past. That one, strike swinging. And 8 for Allen so far on the game. Brings up John Grass. Again, checks him in. Sends him back. Again, eyes are locked in. Another strike. That one, a curveball. Not able to get around it. 2 strikes.
Thank you.
Outside. Has time for the throw. Got him. That throw on the right side, perfect for him to catch and then hit him on the throw there. That'll be the second out.
Thank you for retrieving that foul ball.
And now Grass, has it stacked up a little higher against them. Another one off to the right side of our camera here. And Allen loses the hat on the throw. 2-2 the count. 2 outs though. Couldn't catch up to that one, and that'll be the end of the inning with another strikeout. And we are at 9 strikeouts for them. And they continue this lead. Ellet up 2-0 over Firestone. All right, bottom of the 4th. And still have Cameron Allen up.
Number 6, Cameron Allen.
So he led us off last inning, and then they went, 2 innings ago. It seemed like he was up, but I was calling his name for pitching. That one inside. Right near the shirt. No contact though, so 2-0. Said it was outside. That one looked in the middle, pops it up. He comes over. No one calls who had who what. I would say probably the left fielder's ball. I'm sorry, right fielder's ball. He's coming forward. Should have called him off, but both in good position. I mean, right there.
Number 1, Josh Falcon.
And gets us another error. I'm going to put the error on the right fielder, because he should have called him off. That was a far run for a second baseman to make. It's one of those things you've been playing all year. You got to trust your teammates. This goes into a 1-3. Gets our first out. And that'll bring up Justin Williams. That was Josh Falconer on the 1-3. Wind is picking up. We got the wind screen on there, but we're up high from where our microphone is out of our press box window. Gives a nice position on their conversation down there. That one starts with a strike. Ball on that one. 1-1. Well, they're not giving him an error on the board. I don't know if I would consider that a hit. It's not a hit. I don't know what. I mean, it didn't count as a hit, and it didn't count as an error. Well, APSIS has to make the decision, and we think it's an error. I don't know. You can comment below what you thought it was. Right back at the pitcher. Little tosser. That one we know is an out. 1-3. Does advance the runner as he was kind of already in motion. Gets the out that he wanted.
Number 3, Adam Zupancic.
He did look at third base. Adam Zupancic now up. I don't know if we have a helicopter coming into the hospital. We do. Oh, Peter, a little tilt up. Little extra media value as he slides in. Ball was away. Everyone was distracted by the helicopter, including myself. And guess what? Cameron Allen wasn't. He saw everyone looking at the helicopter, slid in, stole home, puts it up there. So stolen base for him, gets in the run. You got Peter, what high school game does a helicopter come over the outfield? Well, it wasn't cool if you're on Firestone. I mean, it was just, I mean, you could hear in the broadcast, hey, there's a helicopter coming. It's coming right over the field. Ball kind of gets away. If you're the catcher, you're not used to a helicopter coming in. It only takes a second to take your eye off of it. And he still had it really right in front, but a slow response, and Allen was ready. Probably a good production call there, Peter, not to tilt up because we missed it. Yeah. Yeah, hey. Helicopter coverage 1 for 1. Stolen home 0 for 1. Nope. We got 1 for 1 on stolen home. 0 helicopter coverage. And now it seems to have rattled him a little bit on the walk. His first one.
Number 2, Trevor Ingham.
Oh. That one outside. Trevor Ingham now up. Ingham. Starts with a strike. It's going to go up over the net. And a hard thump means luckily no one was underneath it. That one just outside, very similar to the play that we had earlier for stolen home. Got him off the bag a little bit, except for no helicopter distraction. 2 strikes, 1 ball. That'll be a second one for a ball. Ingham just laying patient. And that one, he got him there to get out of the inning. Gets his 4th strikeout and gets him off the field. Oh, what a break for them. 3-0 Ellet lead over Firestone off the helicopter play. We'll go into the top of the 5th. CJ Heller up, and they're in a hole. They got to get some hits. 0 hits in the game so far. Allen's played near perfect. But you look at the scoreboard, 3 hits, 5 errors by both teams. This one could draw. Nope, too far. So now I got to keep my eye on the player, Peter. Peter, our cameraman, professional. Not like yours truly, who said, look at the helicopter. Yeah. So, but you look, as I was saying, you look at the scoreboard. You know, Firestone, obviously, we're at 0 score, but no hits, 3 errors. On the other end, 3 hits, 2 errors. So you had opportunities with those 2 errors to get something, and you haven't been able to put it together. And it's not an easy ask. This one is going to get down for a base hit, and it's going to roll. It stops a little bit shorter than we thought, but he gets him. Could have been a stand-up double. And is this the spark they needed off the great shot? You were hoping that a little drier out there that it would roll to the wall. Could have got a triple out of it maybe. And Allen, let me see. I don't know if that's our first hit. Our first hit in the game. They've left one on that got on by a walk. And that was in the 2nd, and they left one on by an error in the 4th. And now we got an actual hit. Now up Zach Goslin. And you got someone in scoring position, 0 outs. And we saw it last time. He lays down the bunt, goes to Allen. Allen gets him on the out, but advances the runner.
Number 22, Brennan Hostler.
So fielder's choice gets him to move over. But now 1 out, man on 3rd. Oh, we're going to have a pinch runner. All right, let me see who this is. 13 is going to be Tony Miller, the sophomore coming in. I'm going to call. Let me make a call for the helicopter. Brendan Hostler batted just under 200 on the season. And man, he wants a hit. Get a hit, get an RBI, get a run. That one couldn't catch up on. 1-1. That one went, oh, it didn't go far enough. Top of the glove, squeezed it enough to slow it down that it popped right behind him. I'm not sure Hostler was even aware that it went that far back. He thought it was just in the glove. Same with Miller over there on third. So now 1-2 the count. And strikes that one out swinging. 10 strikeouts. Allen's been dominant so far. All right, so 2 outs. Again, this is kind of the low part of their batting order. Simon Hostler is now up. So Brendan, the sophomore. Simon, the junior. This one is high. Can it get lost in the sun? Oh, it does. He kind of ran it short. He's going to get the RBI. He goes to second. And I'm not sure even he thought for sure it was going to drop. Seemed to hang up there a while. But lo and behold, he wasn't able to bring it over. Was Faulkner. That did seem like a hit, though. So gets a double out of it and the RBI. Second hit and a run. Ball gets away on the wild pitch, and he advances to third. So Bucky looking to get another hit, and Starver comes out to talk to Allen. 10 strikeouts on the game, and you can tell he's a bit distraught up here. I think we're just going to have a meeting here and try to have him continue. He's mad that he gave up one that was a long hit, and then the rest of the team, you know, you always want them to make the play for you, but just like the pitches, they're not all perfect. That one just a little bit off. So right fielder Brown not able to get that one in. I misspoke earlier. Bucky looking to get another hit, another run. That one inside for a strike. Hostler ready on third. 2 outs, can't be cute, got to make contact. Another one goes behind, 2 strikes. You know Allen's going to throw hard. And as their coach Sloan said, if he gets 2, he wants to go to his curveball, and he wants his team to be ready for it coming to you. That one curved away, ball 1. 3 times he's lost his hat. Also a stat I'm keeping track. There's so many stats in baseball. I added that one at the bottom. That one outside. And they called it. It was kind of a late call. He didn't give us the full one. He just said it in verbally. Couldn't see it. Gets the strike looking. And they get out of the inning, but they get 1 run up. So 3-1 lead that Ellet holds on to. And they're going to have to chip it away, the Firestone Falcons, as their manager talks to them a little bit about that last call. But we'll be back for the bottom of the 5th here on APS-IS. All right, well, an exciting way to end the last inning. A little controversy as, you know, politely asked a little bit about it, but did give the signal. We just see the back of the umpire, but gave it straight in front and certainly verbally as he walked off. But that strike, that one right up the middle for a base hit to start this bottom of the 5th going is Dwayne Brown. So he gets first pitch, first hit, right up the middle. He gets him on. I mean, certainly starting to look a little bit more baseball score light as they got 2 hits in that last inning for the Falcons. But you still got to hold serve. You've given up 1 now on the bottom of the 5th. You run out of time to get chipping them away, but you got 1. And we'll see if, I assume Allen will be back and they'll pitch all of them. Not sure what Starver's coming out for. He changing somebody in the lineup. Let's see here. Who we got up? TJ Brown is up. That we know. He's got 1 strike. Checks in. I know our production team sent me over the rosters before the game, but you got to get over here and get the lineup, see where everybody's at, make sure the numbers match up, because Ellet's got an orange jersey that doesn't, some of the numbers aren't the same. And I believe Firestone has the green and the yellow versions, both with the same numbers usually. That one hit very hard over the head of the left fielder, a smashing hit. He could have gone for 3, a stand-up double, RBI. He saw just not enough time as it was hit to that side. But what a bomb. A massive hit, gets the RBI, 2nd hit in the inning. Is it crazy, Peter? That's the first earned run in this game, with errors getting the other 3. Because he had the error in the first inning that scored, so he was on an error. Same as in the 2nd inning. That little looper, and the hits are piling up now. Now you got runners on the corner. Oh, Ramey is, hey man, we got to run and now get within 2. Now we're have a change on the runner, and that's going to be Tyler George coming in. He'll replace Levi Lehman on first base. Yeah. 3 hits now in this inning, which matched what we had in the entire game ahead of time. But yeah, both of the runs, all 3 runs beforehand scored an error or were put on base by error. So the first earned run was here in the 5th. That one inside for a ball. Sorry, Chase Mearing up. Just to update the rest, because I know we had a couple pinch runners. So TJ Brown on the left on 3rd. And George on 1st. He's going to go. Ball high, and he's safe on the stolen base. So Tyler George goes to 2nd. No outs here in the inning. And a brutal 3-run start. High. 3-1 is our count here. You got first base open, but you don't want to put anybody there. You want to have them go take a seat. I mean, just a hard lineup to go through. Dwayne Brown, TJ Brown, Levi Lehman, and Chase Mearing. Oh, there's a lot of headaches in there as a pitcher as he comes out to talk to him. Now, he talked about leaving him in all game that's their ace, and they were going to ride it. And it looks like they do. Well, you're looking for his focus and really to start hitting the edges. Get him to chase some stuff, or even better, you know, hit into that double play. God, that would be helpful. That one high, and not sure that was the goal. Maybe the goal was just to set up the next batter. He's going to take the walk. Only his second walk in the game. Last one was in the 4th inning.
Number 6, Cameron Allen.
So now we'll restart the count, but outs is still at 0. Outside, Allen just almost used his warm-up swing on that one. Allen, bases loaded. Off the helmet. We'll take a second. That one way outside. Ball goes behind the backstop. Bounces a good bounce back, but not in time. Hit hard off the backstop. Came back, traveled about 10 yards back and 10 yards off the bounce, but not in time to get over there. So wild pitch moves everybody and brings in our second score. That one caught, and he'll throw to first for the first out. But he kind of dribbles it in the middle, like you didn't have 2 guys on base that could run for a score. Oopsie, no damage done, luckily, as Ramey was ready. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Number 1, Josh Falconer.
Josh Falconer up. Let's see here. Whew, got lucky on the catch there. Another out. Oops.
Number 1, Justin Williams.
So line that one out, gets our second out. That one hit hard. Looks like it's going to stay fair. Keeps tracking. Just foul. Oh, that would have been a base clearer for sure. That wind that you hear in the background a little bit may not have helped Justin Williams hit. You could have used a little less wind. Kind of had a spin to it coming off the bat. Can't hear myself. It's all right. It's all right. We'll just high technology here. You just gotta hold the wire a little bit. All right. Outside. Oh no, he called his strike on the outside corner and gets out of this inning with just 2 runs with bases loaded. So they go down 5-1, but that is all the damage in the inning. We'll go to the top of the 6th as they got to get some runs up to make this one a ball game here at Canal Park. All right, so a tough bottom of the 5th where you gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. So, we start here in the top of the 6th. We're looking at kind of ride the waves from last inning where they were able to get on base and get a run scored. Oh, and we are starting with Allen just handing it out. 2 strikes already. Like he has a reservation at a fancy restaurant he's got to get to. 1, 2, 3. Another strikeout. He's at 12 so far. Brings up the top of the order and Malcolm Bufford. Oh. One strike so far. I think he shook off 2 curves just for a fastball, and now he's got to run this one down. Base hit. Gets him on first with the hit. So they went 4 innings without anything, and now two hits.
Number 3, Nick Cribbett.
So they've left 3 on in the game so far, and you take that and you look it up at the score. Certainly like to have those. It'd be a 5-4 ball game. But they're going to dig out the old-fashioned way by starting this one off with a hit. This one up, Nick Cribbett. Checks in, he's safe. Checks in again. Checks in, checks in, checks in. That one off the helmet. Ouchies. Boy, check it out, but ducked that one in off the back of the helmet, popped it off. So we'll have someone take the base. That one seemed to slip out a little bit from Allen's hand. Looked like it hit maybe the right ear. Obviously on the other side of the helmet, luckily. I think they're kind of going through some protocols right now just to ensure player safety. So for the parents that haven't gone through kind of concussion training for a sport or whatnot, so kind of ask them some questions about the game, looking at, obviously his balance, some memory stuff, as well as probably had him read something in the outfield. Luckily, he seems good to go. Gives a little run, get the juices flowing again. here's another helicopter. So he goes to first. Buffer goes to second. Oh, the helicopter's leaving now. Oh, see, it's different. All right, John Grass up. John, I mean, that was your 2 and 3 in the order have had 4 strikeouts. That one, I don't think was an intended hit. I think it's his hand. Flies over second, and they'll get an error. He's got it to get into third, and he's safe. So to kind of go through what happened, it looked like Grass got hit in the hand. That hand area, like maybe the finger, looks like the thumb. So I think he's going to go to first off being hit. And then what transpired after that was a throwaway to second. So another error. And it moves, and that brought Buford home for the score off the error. No doubter there. And then Cribbett went to third on that play. And I think we're going to get a pinch runner. We are. I think between the other items, let's get him in there, talk to him a little more. This brings in Joshua Sims, the sophomore. So you got one on each corner. So 2 hit by pitches to get on. And that'll bring up CJ Heller. CJ's got a double as well as a walk earlier. The only walk that Allen's thrown has gone to CJ. He could put him on there, but certainly that loads him up with 1 out. He's throwing hard on that corner, and he hit it. 1-2 the count on Heller. Runner goes, comes back inside for a ball. 2-2. I thought he was going to run off first. He has thrown, 1 out already? Pretty sure. Yeah, in the second inning, threw 1 out. So we got the strike and the stolen base. As he moves over to second. 2-2. Inside, that'll be ball 3. Full count now. Allen got a little test of this earlier at the last inning. And he's going to send him to the bag. Heller hitting .350 on the year. Probably the best call to move on from him, especially with runners on second and third. That'll bring up Zach Gosselin, who's still hit pretty well on the year. .333 average. Down 3, and guess how many you got on? 3. 2 hit pitches and a walk. So if they score unearned, I think the first one, never mind. Strike there. Oh, swung almost early on that one, I thought. 4 hat drops. He's got a lot of hair there, I get it. That one for a ball. So it doesn't. It's not like short hair where it's right on the scalp. He's got thick layer of hair to put that hat around. And down swinging for out 2. A good inning here so far for the Falcons. They just need that additional break. Get a hit, one that could bring 2 in. You don't want to leave 3 on the bag here. On the bags. Brendan, 2 strikeouts. Has been aggressive trying to hit it, just hasn't been able to make contact yet today. Outside left, ball 2. Brendan's like, I'll take 2 more of those. Put myself on the bags. That one outside, now he's 3-0 on the count. All right, let's see what I can hit. And now he dialed back down the center. 3-1, 2 outs, bases loaded. Down 3 runs. Outside again, and he gets the walk. So a run scores. So had only 1 walk prior in the game and has 2 in this inning. 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 hit batters, 1 run so far. That brings up Simon Hostler. He had a nice double earlier, but we're down 0-2 just like that to Allen. I like a couple of those outside ones, you know, like Brendan got. I like a couple of those. So 2 runs in this inning. Oh, out looking. And that'll do the inning, but they get 2 on and get this one a little closer. 5-3, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Back here for the bottom of the 6th, and we did a little check on Nick Cribbett to make sure he's ready to play the field. A little more testing by coaching staff. This one goes right along the 3rd baseline. Has the gun for it, stretches, got him! What a way to start an inning. Grass grabbed it into the 5-3. Woo! What a play. A good stretch by the first baseman, Abdul. I'm looking at the wrong. Abdul Mujeb, sorry. I was looking at Ngozi Libar Camila. That's not right either. Luckily he hasn't played. But I do appreciate the pronunciations, even though I did a terrible job on that one also. Mujeb has been helpful. That one over the helmet there, I think. It sounded like he hit the helmet. Maybe it was the glove that hit the helmet. Could have been that, because we're back up. 2-1. Little liner to 3rd again. This one he can't get in there. And Trevor gets on base. I don't see that as an error. That was just a base hit. And I believe the scoreboard agrees. kind of right in between third base and shortstop. Third baseman tried to make the play, shortstop there to not make sure it didn't go in the outfield, but this one into the shadow right there, grabs it. Nice catch by Goslin. And a fly, 7.
Number 12, T.J. Brown.
T.J. Brown up. Checks in first. Safe. Checks in again. Safe. That was a loud bang right next to us. Oh, they caught it below us, Peter. Yeah, that's why they cheer. They off the wall, coming down at you backwards. Made the catch. But the PA does say you have to return the ball. Yeah, outside for a ball. This is T.J. Brown, sorry. Oops. 1 strike, 2 outs so far. Trevor's still on second, was trying to go. Uh-oh, dropped a little bit. Took a look to see, maybe, am I gonna go? No. He was able to advance on the fly out to left field. A quick inning would be good. The bats have been playing well in the last 2 innings for the Falcons. They got to get back up there. That one on the strike. 2-2. Wild pitch moves him to third. He turns, waits, goes back to third. The senior looking on. Man in scoring position at third. They're going to say a strike. Okay. So that's going to be a strikeout. And that'll do the inning. So no runs given up. We go back to the batting side for Firestone at the top of the 7th. 5-3. They are down. All right, well, we got to make a run now in the 7th here. Got to make the most of this inning as made contact, but down 2-0. Sorry, 0-2. Sorry, 1-1. I don't know what I'm saying. 1-1. Oops. I ain't marking the right side. 1-1 for Bucky. Now, Bucky hit 280 on the season. So the bottom of your order here to be at 280 is pretty good. They're going to check. Yeah. Didn't swing. So 2-1 now. I mean, the bottom of the order hitting about 300 for both of them. 280 for Bucky. Nope. And Luke at 370. That could set you up nice for the top of the order, but you got to keep the bat. And then they had a nice 2 innings here. They've been able to get some hits and look alive. And they were able to rattle Allen a little bit there. I don't know what they were calling there. Looked like he fouled it back, but still in the box. the sophomore here, trying to get on and looked at it and wished that he hadn't. 13 strikeouts.
Number 27, Skyler Masco.
For Allen. That one popped up foul and out of play. Where's my... APS player of the game will be announced once we have a conclusion. That one right back at Allen. He scoops it up. He'll run it in himself. One unassisted. One out left. Now top of the order. Buffer trying to, this is it. Needed at least 2 runs out of this, and starts with a strike. It's been a gem so far that Allen has. 3 walks, 3 earned runs. 1-1. 13 strikeouts. Firestone not even getting a hit till the 5th inning. 2 there and 1 in the 6th. That one in for a strike as well. So 2-2 the count. I think we're gonna see some heat. Back to the fastball. Oh, he wanted that one, you could tell. Full count now. Tried to hit that left side of the plate. A little high though. Base hit right up the middle. Full count, gets that one and sends it to Nick Cribbett. So hit by a pitch last inning.
Number 3, Nick Cribbett.
I don't know what Star was going to tell him. Oh, maybe he's going to make a little change here. I think he wants to stay. But we got another player on the field, so my guess is he's going to have someone else in to close this off. And we will. We'll take a quick break to let the pitching change come out, warm up. We'll be right back at it to finish this one off here on APS-IS.
Number 3, Nick Cribbett.
All right, so pitching change. Allen's done for the day at 6 2/4 innings. Not real sure, but obviously a fresh arm out here is a good idea as we start with a strike. So he has 13 Ks, 3 walks, 3 runs, all earned. I don't know what he's saying. He's talking to the hitter. I think he's talking to the hitter. I thought he was telling him where to go. So you need 1 out. You got 1 strike off the first pitch. He's at 256. He's been hit by a pitch and he struck out twice. Chase Merring in. He's going to check in. So Chase Merring comes in for hopefully just a 1/3 of an inning, I think is what he's hoping. Come in basically in a save role. But not many teams able to take out a senior and then, take out Cameron Allen, the senior, and bring in another senior. That one outside for 2-1. Still 2 outs. Cribbett trying to hit another hit. Bufford had a great one out into left field. That one low. Crowd not happy with that one either. 3-1 in the count. Only 3 walks in 6 2/4 innings for Allen. He hits this one hard, loops up, kind of lost some speed into the side, not able to go and get in the glove. It is fair. Wait, what? The umpire went out and then instead of the signal just called foul. It's just very confusing. His signals, we've had another one earlier where he called it fair. Home umpire called it foul. That one looked like he was going to call fair, and he called it foul. But he didn't call it till the ball and the player were in the dirt. Oh. All right, well, hopefully got Cribbett some juice. I can hit this one well. Outside, that's a walk. He almost wasn't sure there for a second. So his first walk. Now runner in scoring position. Brings up John Grass. John Grass also hit by a pitch last inning and 2 strikeouts ahead of that. Hit for 276 on the year. And would like to hit for a 3-run homer. That's what he likes to do. That one foul. They're shadowing a little bit to the left. Big gap between center and right field. A hard hit ball would roll for a ways there. Easier said than done. Second pitch outside, but swung at it anyway. 2 strikes. That one I think he would want back. Kind of jumped on a little early. 2 strikes, 2 out. Down to top of the 7th. That one outside. Not far enough to advance any runners. Crowd give him a little support. Firestone faithful hoping for another one outside. 2-2 now. And now he really wishes he hadn't swung at that other one because he'd be 3-2. 3-1, sorry. So player of the year, Levi Lehman comes out to talk to Meering. He's hung 3 off to the right that he's kind of dove to the edge of the box for. A wild one certainly would put them in scoring position at 3rd and 2nd, if not more, depending on where it goes back behind there. That one fouled off. Looked low and he ran after it. Got just enough to stay alive. What is the call? Okay. I thought I missed something again. Now full count, 3-2. Crowd wanted a strike. It was a ball for sure. But we missed the big call earlier where he kind of like a short signal in front of him and hit it verbally. Crowd wants the big sell. Oh, that was almost a balk. That was almost a balk. Couple inches higher on the knee. Meering straightens it out. Yeah, he's not getting high enough. but definitely a different look than we saw by Allen, who has checked into first base a couple times, where Mehring hasn't done as much of it, but we haven't seen the setup delay that we saw here. That one low. That's a walk, yeah. Take your bag. He kind of, again, why are we so confused on this? All right, so walk, his second, back to back, loads the bases up. Oh, it's CJ Heller. Oh, man, I don't want to see this guy. Hit 350. That one low again. Well, and we talk about when you let teams hang around, you're up 2. He's going to come out and talk to him, rightfully so. So you've let him hang around. In this inning, Allen, strikeout. Then he caught unassisted, got the second out. And then almost had the third out. But Bufford hit a nice hit. He had him full count, and then Sarver came out, took him out, and then since then, we've had 2 walks. And now, bases loaded, CJ Heller looking to make a splash. Oh, outside corner for the strike. And Heller's ready for the challenge. Ooh, a low one in the strike zone. Heller a little less excited on that second strike. That first one, he came out ready to hit. Fouled this one off. One, 2 the count, 2 out, down 2 runs, bases loaded. And what has become a potential instant classic here on APS-IS. Has a base hit into center, into the gap. It's gonna hit and roll. 1 comes in, 2 comes in, goes to third. He's gonna go to second. And a third one comes in and they take the lead. An absolute timely hit into the gap. Heller, a perfect hit. And great base running by the Falcons, and they take the lead 6-5 off an improbable last inning here in the 7th. They put 3 up. Second hit in the inning, and we still have problems getting this thing in. I think at this point I'd want to know if I could bring Allen back in. He's had some really good pitches. It's just they've been mixed in with ones that are nowhere close to the zone. A couple he had leading up before the hit were absolute perfect pitches on the edge. That went inside for another one. And now you may have poked the bear a little bit. He's got to get out of the inning though. See, a bad mix, 2-2. So in this inning, 2 hits, 2 walks. And that'll do it. But a disastrous inning, and now they got to come out in the bottom of the 7th and get a score. Something they haven't done because they've led the entire game. As they got a run in the first inning. We'll be back to see how this one ends. Bottom of the 7th now with Firestone leading 6-5. Well, what a turn of events as we go here to the bottom of the 7th. This is now 3 outs. The pressure has shifted. And we start with a strike. Levi Lehman, Player of the Year, starts this one off. And Ramey trying to pitch this complete game for the win, which he didn't think was going to happen up till about 15 minutes ago. 1-1 is the call, but he's got to go through Lehman, Meering, and Cameron Allen. If he's, I think it's going to be switched out, so he'll probably have the other pitcher in. I'll see. And there's the 3rd strike. So he starts with a strike. That's his 7th on the game. He had 2 walks. 1 earned run out of the 5 that are up there. 7 Ks. He's going to pitch the whole thing, we think. We saw Allen come out with 3 outs left. That one went in for a ball. Certainly the turn of the events in this top of the inning has awoken the crowd on both sides, because the umpires are hearing it, and every play is getting a reaction from one side or the other. 2-0 here on Meering. 1 out so far. Looked like a curve for the strike, low in the zone. That one on the other corner, outside corner, a little higher there. Knots this one to 2-2. Give a team a chance to believe that they can take it from you. And I'd say that they're the Falcons. This one going in for a base hit. And now Ellet feeling it. All right, 1 out. Sorry. Let's double check. I believe Cameron Allen is in. Yes.
Number 6, Cameron Allen.
No doubt he's got, even though he pitched 6 2/3 inning, he's going to have some juice to come after this, get another base hit. He knows what's on the line. It's great to be regular season champs. Notches that one off foul. 1-1 your count. So Cameron Allen lined out in the 2nd. Got on with an error. This one high. Going out to right field. Uh-oh. And he missed it. He dropped it. It looked like he was too far over, and he was. So got on in the 2nd, lined out for an out. In the 5th, he had an error and went into the 1-3 in the 5th, and now gets on with another E9 for the 5th error in this game. Oof. I think that's his 2nd. Yeah, he had one in the 1st to Trevor. And this is, I know, and then he had one in the 4th. It's his 3rd error. That's a rough day. All right. Josh Faulkner. Showing some movement in the infield. Swung for a strike. All right, for Faulkner, got on with an error in the 2nd, went into the 1-3 for an out in the 4th, and lined out to the 2nd baseman in the 5th. With just 1 out, certainly wants to advance the runners. Be great to get on base as well. This one chopped up the middle and gets the one. Advances the runner, gets on with the fielder's choice. Two outs now. Two outs, need at least a run to go into extras. But as we saw in the last inning, big hits at timely can get multiple runs in. Checks in safe. And you got Justin Williams there. In the game, struck out twice, hit into a 1-3 for an out. One strike, two outs. Needs to keep the magic alive. Ramey looking to make this a pitching gem for him. Second strike. 0-2 the count, two outs. His team has gotten him the lead. Low for a ball. And they're going to let the runner go to protect home. So fielder's choice gets him to second. And a 1-2 count on Williams. Pitcher thought about throwing, looking to see if he could get Maring off the bag enough to throw to third and get him out. He did not, so he gave up second. Puts his trust in Ramey. Maring looking to go. Gets the strike and makes the game. A strikeout looking. Makes it his 8th strikeout. 2 walks in a complete game for Ramey. Has, of the 5 earned runs, 5 runs that are on the board, only 4 of them, only 1 of them are earned. And what a game we had. One that just shifted completely in the 7th inning. An instant classic here in APS-IS for the championship game as the Falcons become the City Series champions for 2023. We'll get into a little more here as we certainly want to touch upon how the players have done. You know, you look for Ellet, a commanding lead in this one as they were able to get runs in the 1st and 2nd inning, go up 2-0. But they had 3 hits, and then in the 5th inning were able to get 3 hits and an additional run, and were able to go up on this game and get 5 runs on the board. But that 7th inning, we'll go back to that as we'll go through it. It started off with a K by Bucky for the first out, and then Luke gets the second out, and then Malcolm gets a great hit to get on base. 2 walks as Cameron Allen comes out and Chase Meering comes in. 2 walks by Meering when he comes in there trying to get the last out. And then CJ Heller, the blast. A great hit off of him to go into right field to allow all the other runners to come in on bases loaded to take the lead. And certainly the most timely there. We're going to have co-players of the game. You could look at either way. He really didn't hit well, but CJ Heller certainly one of our players of the games with that blast. A 3 RBI double. And on the other end, a complete game for Luke Ramey. 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Like I said, 4 unearned runs and 1 earned run for him. But certainly you could tell he had the juice there for that last inning to make the right pitches, steady himself out, and get the win as they Falcons beat the Orangemen 6-5 in a thriller here on APS-IS, one that you're going to want to watch over and over again. Share the highlights with family members, because it takes so long for me just to explain one inning. For those players that explain the whole thing, they should just watch it for us. Certainly want to thank all of those that helped make this broadcast possible. Our producer, Ryan Rittenhouse, my cameraman, Peter George. We want to thank all those. I am David Shick. We want to thank all the collaborative efforts from school administrators, teachers, parents that empower Akron students to achieve their highest level of success, both on the field and off. This broadcast brought to you by APS-IS, where we imagine, inspire, and inform. Certainly congratulations to the Firestone Falcons as the 2023 City Series champs. Congratulations, and good night.